Took 7 years from the time the Montana Innocence Project first took a look at this case until today's developments. You can imagine it's been an exciting day for the lawyers who didn't give up. Jill Valley continues to track the story and has their response tonight.
And this never ever gets old. It's as exciting now as it was on our first exoneration. One of our attorneys who worked with us, who's Larry Gent from Bozeman, told me today that in his entire legal career, this is the most gratifying result he's ever seen. And it's really hard to disagree with that.
The years of hard work, of poring over documents and DNA results paid off today with Judge Seeley's ruling to vacate the life sentences of Paul Jenkins and Freddie Lawrence. It was a case that came down to science.
DNA was huge because there was DNA and pieces of evidence that hadn't been tested ever. It was a long, long time ago, 25 years ago or so. It had never been tested, so we were hopeful that the results were going to exclude our clients, and which they did. But we also uncovered in our investigation new evidence of innocence that had never been presented to a jury, and the person that matched on the DNA hit had confessed to this crime to family members, and we presented that as well.
The Montana legislature passed an enhanced post-DNA conviction statute in 2015 that expanded the rule of law about forensic testing after a conviction. The Montana Innocence Project believes this could be the first case of its kind to use the new law.
DNA is probably my favorite kind of forensic science to work with, mainly because it's so definitive. When you've got statistics like 1 in 10 septillion, which is what we had here, that's pretty definitive evidence.
The ruling today means Jenkins and Lawrence can no longer be in prison, so as soon as possible they'll be released from prison custody and likely transported to the Lewis and Clark County Jail until the state and lawyers negotiate what is next in the case. Their lawyers know the next few weeks will be both exciting and unsettling for these men.
They've got a lot of catching up to do with their families. If you dwell on the past, it's hard to move past it and, enjoy the rest of their lives.
In Missoula, Jill Valley, MTN News.
We spoke with Paul Jenkins' daughter today, who told us they're a little overwhelmed by today's developments, but they're looking forward to bringing their father home.